Story-driven games have a unique way of pulling us in. But here's the thing, not every masterpiece gets the recognition it deserves. Some incredible games tell unforgettable stories yet remain hidden in the shadows. So today we're diving into those underrated gems that deserve way more attention. Yo, imagine being stranded in an abandoned space station where every corner holds secrets of what went down. That's Tacoma for you. A sci-fi adventure where you're not just exploring, but literally rewinding time to piece together a haunting story. It's a game that feels like a cinematic mystery wrapped in futuristic vibes and loaded with heart. Tacoma is all about diving into a long-forgotten space station and uncovering the fate of its crew through augmented reality recordings. You play as an investigator tasked with replaying the memories of the crew, piecing together their final moments like a digital detective. The game's narrative is as deep as space itself, and every holographic snippet is a puzzle piece that tells a larger story of loss, hope, and survival. The mechanics are slick. You explore, interact, and use a special recorder that lets you travel back in time, witnessing events from multiple perspectives. The environment is rich, with every corridor and room meticulously crafted to evoke a sense of eerie abandonment. It's like if Blade Runner met Mass Effect in a time-traveling episode of your favorite mystery series. Overall, Tacoma delivers an experience that's as emotional as it is immersive. It challenges you to think, to piece together fragmented stories, and to appreciate the delicate interplay between memory and technology. Trust me, it's a ride you don't want to miss. Alright, now picture this. A game from the minds behind Grizz, drenched in beautiful art and deep emotions, where you're about to embark on a journey that's equal parts breathtaking and heartbreaking. That's Neva, a title that's already got the indie community buzzing. Neva takes you to a hauntingly gorgeous world where you join forces with a mystical creature to traverse landscapes that are as treacherous as they are visually stunning. The narrative promises a blend of exploration and emotional storytelling, where every step feels like a brushstroke on an ever-evolving canvas. The vibe is artistic, moody, and dripping with atmosphere. Gameplay-wise, expect a mix of platforming challenges and puzzle-solving elements that demand both your reflexes and your brain power. The controls are tight, and the environmental storytelling is off the charts. Every visual detail is a clue, and every hidden corner whispers secrets of a once glorious past. It's like wandering through a living painting that's both a riddle and an ode to resilience. In essence, Neva is shaping up to be an unforgettable experience that merges gameplay with art in a way that few games ever do. Who here loves a classic JRPG that still packs a punch? Tales of Vesperia is like the vintage wine of role-playing games, improved, refined, and with even more soul. This remaster is a total love letter to fans of epic adventures. In Tales of Vesperia, you dive back into the world of Yuri Lowell and his crew, embarking on an unforgettable journey filled with epic battles, deep friendships, and moments that hit you right in the feel. The game revamps everything from graphics to gameplay, breathing new life into a title that already had a legendary status. Every character feels fleshed out, and every dialogue scene is a perfect blend of humor and emotion. Mechanically, it's smooth and fast-paced. Think of it as if classic JRPG turn-based combat got a modern twist, making battles both strategic and exhilarating. You explore beautifully rendered landscapes, engage in intense skirmishes, and unravel a story that's as expansive as it is intimate. The remaster adds extra content that gives even longtime fans something fresh to sink their teeth into. Overall, Tales of Vesperia isn't just a remaster, it's a complete reimagining that stands tall among modern RPGs while keeping the nostalgic charm intact. It's like a timeless epic that just keeps on giving, and trust me, it's worth every minute of your playtime. Ever thought about being a tiny hero in a massive medieval world? Ghost of a Tale lets you do just that. As you step into the paws of Tilo, a brave little mouse with a big heart. It's quirky, it's charming, and it's packed with hidden secrets waiting for you to uncover. Ghost of a Tale transports you to a beautifully crafted medieval world where stealth and exploration are your best buddies. Playing as Tilo, you sneak past enemies, solve puzzles, and piece together a story that's full of mystery and wonder. Every shadow and every hidden passage is a chance to uncover another part of the world's lore, making each play session feel like an epic mini-adventure. The game's mechanics are a smooth mix of stealth and puzzle solving, with a control scheme that's as intuitive as it is satisfying. You get to experience a rich narrative that unfolds gradually, with unexpected twists and emotional moments, that pull you right into the heart of the story. It's like a fairy tale told with a modern twist, a blend of old-school charm and innovative gameplay. Ultimately, Ghost of a Tale is more than just a cute animal adventure. It's a journey into a world where every detail matters, and every choice you make echoes throughout the realm. It's a hidden gem that might just surprise you with how deep and engaging it can be. Yo, for all you fans of brutal action and epic sagas, Vikings Wolves of Midgard is a must-play. It's like if your favorite hack-and-slash game got drenched in Norse mythology, serving up savage battles and legendary lore in every swing. Vikings Wolves of Midgard plunges you into a dark and gritty Norse world, where you're not just fighting for survival, but also carving out your own epic saga. The gameplay mixes fast-paced combat with RPG elements, letting you build your character as you go from raider to hero. Every enemy you face feels like a chapter of an ancient saga, and the brutal combat system is both satisfying and challenging. Mechanically, the game combines real-time action with strategic elements, giving you a taste of both visceral melee combat and tactical planning. The visuals are gritty and atmospheric, perfectly capturing the raw essence of Viking life. It's like stepping into a live-action saga where every battle is a test of strength and wit. The narrative, infused with myth and legend, keeps you hooked with its blend of history and fantasy. In short, Vikings Wolves of Midgard is an adrenaline-pumping ride that blends lore, action, and RPG mechanics into one ferocious package. If you're looking for a game that feels like a battle-hardened epic, this one's got your back.
What the
Wait, are you actually talking back to me?
Took you a while, huh?
Alright, adventure fans, get ready for a wild ride that's as dark as it is hilarious. Gibbous a Cthulhu. Adventure is like if Lovecraft took a detour through a LucasArts comedy. Weird, witty, and wickedly fun. In Gibbous, you're thrown into a twisted mystery that blends cosmic horror with tongue-in-cheek humor. The game's narrative unfolds like a classic point-and-click adventure, but with a Lovecraftian twist that adds a whole new layer of intrigue. Dialogue-heavy encounters and eerie environments that are straight out of a nightmare. The art style is hand-drawn and vibrant, contrasting perfectly with the dark themes of cosmic horror and eldritch secrets. It's like playing a cartoon that's been dipped in Lovecraft's own nightmares, making for a truly unforgettable experience. Gibbous delivers a narrative that's both clever and offbeat. It's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, yet manages to weave a story that's rich in atmosphere and mystery. For anyone who loves a good mix of humor and horror, this title is a no-brainer. Imagine if your favorite post-apocalyptic epic met an ancient legend. That's Enslaved Odyssey to the West in a nutshell. It's a wild adventure that combines stunning visuals, epic storytelling, and characters that will make you vibrate. In this game, you step into the shoes of Monkey, a guy with an attitude, and Trip, a woman determined to return home. The journey takes place in a world ravaged by war, where nature has taken over and the remains of civilization are a reminder of what was lost. The game mixes action, platforming, and puzzles as you explore incredible environments and unravel a story full of twists and turns and thrilling moments. Mechanically, Enslaved combines dynamic combat with elements of exploration and puzzle solving. Each encounter is a mix of adrenaline and excitement, and the narrative unfolds through intense dialogue and breathtaking action scene. The chemistry between the characters is the highlight. Andy Serkis's performances and the engaging performances of the other members of the team elevate the story to another level. All in all, Enslaved is an experience that takes you on an emotional roller coaster, with jaw-dropping visuals and a plot that makes you rethink what survival means. It's the kind of game that, even if you're not a fan of pure action, will grab you with its story and make you want to discover every secret in the world. Ever wanted to sip a coffee in a cafe where the dead spill their secrets? It's quirky, emotional, and totally off the beaten path. In Necrobarista, you step into a mystical cafe where spirits linger and share their stories before passing on. The game combines gorgeous, anime-inspired visuals with a narrative that is as deep as it is playful. Every conversation is packed with emotion, humor, and a touch of melancholy that makes you really feel the weight of every secret shared. The gameplay is simple but effective. You navigate through dialogue trees, solve a few puzzles, and let the story unfold organically. The design is minimalistic yet rich in detail, creating an atmosphere that's both intimate and otherworldly. It's like having a heart-to-heart with a group of friends who just happen to be ghosts, where every word carries meaning. Ultimately, Necrobarista is a game that invites you to slow down and savor each moment. It's a narrative feast that blends surreal storytelling with genuine emotion, making you rethink what a visual novel can be. It's one of those rare titles that manages to be both quirky and profoundly moving. Picture this, a game that's like a spooky, atmospheric detective story told in first person, where every step feels like you're peeling back layers of a long-forgotten mystery. That's The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter puts you in the shoes of an investigator with supernatural abilities, tasked with discovering what happened to a missing boy. The game is filled with beautiful, open environments, where each scene tells a different part of the story. You lose yourself exploring locations ranging from misty forests to mysterious ruins, while clues scattered throughout the environment lead you deeper and deeper into the mystery. The gameplay is simple but extremely engaging. You explore, investigate, and solve puzzles that fit perfectly into the game's atmosphere. The seeing into the past mechanics allow you to witness ancient events and connect the pieces of a breathtaking narrative puzzle. It's as if every detail carries emotional weight, forging a unique connection between you and the game's world. Overall, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter is a meditative and immersive experience that redefines what an investigation game can be. It makes you stop and reflect on time, memory, and mystery, a true masterpiece for lovers of atmospheric narratives. Alright, next up, State of Mind. It's the kind of game that will make you question what's real and what's just an illusion. If you enjoy a cyberpunk vibe with a philosophical twist, this title will take you on an intense mental journey. State of Mind immerses you in a dystopian future where the line between human and digital becomes increasingly blurred. You take control of a protagonist in a reality saturated with technology and conspiracies, facing moral dilemmas and choices that profoundly impact the narrative. Each decision you make reverberates throughout the world, creating multiple paths that explore themes of identity, memory, and the essence of being human. The gameplay is focused on narrative and exploration. You will interact with environments full of details and complex characters, where each dialogue and each scene reveals a little more about this dystopian universe. The choice mechanics are fundamental, allowing you to shape the story according to your decisions, which adds an extra layer of depth and replayability. In short, State of Mind is a work that is not afraid to make you think. It is an experience that combines intense narrative with a jaw-dropping cyberpunk visual, where every detail is designed to immerse you in a future that, because it is so disturbing, seems frighteningly possible. If you want a game that challenges your mind and makes you reflect on the future, this is the way to go. Alright, now let's talk about the Heaven Dust series. If you're into atmospheric indie horror with an old-school vibe, this series is straight fire. It's like that classic survival horror you grew up with, but with a twist that makes every moment eerie and memorable. Heaven Dust series throws you into a grim world where mystery and dread mix with retro aesthetics. The game's design is rugged yet captivating. Imagine stepping into a pixelated nightmare where every shadow hides a secret. The environments are dark and foreboding, draped in a haunting ambiance that sucks you right into its story. The narrative unfolds slowly, layer by layer, and as you navigate through creepy corridors and abandoned locales that feel like relics of a forgotten era. Mechanically, it's all about exploration and survival. You'll be solving puzzles, scavenging for resources, and fighting off the creepy creatures that lurk around every corner. The controls might be simple, but the tension they create is intense. It's like if Resident Evil had a retro reboot on a budget, but it works, man. And it keeps you on your toes throughout every hair-raising moment. Overall, the Heaven Dust series delivers a unique blend of nostalgia and terror that hooks you from the get-go. It's raw, atmospheric, and has a storytelling depth that makes you feel every pulse of dread. For fans of indie horror that packs both a visual punch and a well-crafted narrative, this series is a must-play. Next up, we've got Dreamfall Chapters, a game that's like a cross between an epic adventure and a thought-provoking narrative odyssey. If you're craving a story that challenges you and makes you think, this one's got your name on it. Dreamfall Chapters takes you on a journey through parallel worlds where the line between fantasy and reality blurs. The story is deep and complex, filled with memorable characters, shocking twists, and a world that's constantly shifting beneath your feet. Every chapter unfolds like a mini-movie with cinematic cutscenes and immersive dialogue that pull you into its multi-dimensional narrative. The gameplay mixes exploration, puzzle solving, and quick-time events, all while you navigate a story that's as unpredictable as it is captivating. It's like if Mass Effect met The Witcher in a world where nothing is as it seems. The mechanics are solid and help emphasize the emotional weight of each decision you make, making the entire experience feel both personal and epic. All in all, Dreamfall Chapters isn't just a game. It's an adventure that challenges your perceptions and makes you question reality itself. It's a roller coaster of emotions, one that'll have you rethinking every choice long after you've put down the controller. Yo, brace yourself for The Occupation, a game that's like a gritty political thriller mashed up with survival horror. If you're into stories that mix intense action with heavy themes, this one's for you. The game thrusts you into a world of resistance and rebellion, where every decision could mean life or death. The narrative is gritty and raw, dealing with themes of power, corruption, and hope in the face of tyranny. The storyline is layered with political intrigue and personal drama, making each moment feel both urgent and deeply personal. You're constantly on the move, sneaking through enemy territories, hacking systems, and gathering intel to take down the regime. The mechanics are intuitive, yet they challenge you to think strategically about every move you make. It's like playing a high-stakes game of chess in a world where every piece is fighting for survival. In essence, The Occupation is a game that forces you to confront tough questions about freedom and resistance. Its immersive narrative and robust gameplay mechanics make it an experience that's as thought-provoking as it is action-packed. If you want a game that doesn't sugarcoat the struggle for freedom, then this is the one to sink your teeth into.
Oh no! Did he know what you done? Or did you get away with it?
Well, that's the thing.
Oh, shit! Oh my god!
Alright, now let's slide into the Fidelio Incident. This game is like a twisted detective story that's as chilling as it is captivating. It's got a mystery that will keep you guessing until the very end. Description: the Fidelio Incident drops you into a dark, atmospheric world where nothing is quite what it seems. You're thrust into a complex investigation filled with secrets, conspiracies, and unsettling truths lurking around every corner. The narrative is layered and dense with multiple branching paths that force you to piece together the puzzle of what really happened. The game's mechanics are designed to make you feel like a real detective. You explore eerie environments, interact with mysterious characters, and gather clues that gradually reveal a sinister underbelly. The puzzle-solving elements are challenging and satisfying, making every breakthrough feel like a major win. It's like if L.A. Noire got a dark indie makeover with a heavy dose of psychological thriller. Overall, the Fidelio Incident delivers an experience that's both cerebral and heart-pounding. It's a game that'll have you questioning every detail and rewatching every scene to catch that one elusive clue. For anyone who loves a good mystery wrapped in a dark narrative, this one's a total must-play. Now, let's get real with Night in the Woods. This game is like that heart-to-heart conversation with an old friend, full of raw emotion, humor, and a pinch of the bizarre. It's indie storytelling at its best. Night in the Woods follows May, a college dropout who returns to her quirky hometown only to find that nothing is quite as it used to be. The narrative is deeply personal, blending elements of coming-of-age drama with supernatural undertones. It's like a slice-of-life story that's been sprinkled with moments of surreal wonder and melancholic beauty. The characters are memorable, each with their own unique quirks, making the town feel alive and brimming with secrets. Gameplay here is all about exploration, dialogue, and connecting with the townsfolk. You get to roam around a beautifully hand-drawn world, engage in deep conversations, and unravel mysteries that are as relatable as they are strange. The game doesn't overwhelm you with complex mechanics. It's a gentle ride that lets the story unfold at its own pace, much like flipping through a well-loved graphic novel. Ultimately, Night in the Woods is more than just a game. It's an emotional journey that resonates long after you've turned off your screen. It makes it one of those titles that stick with you, like a song you just can't get out of your head.
The Hunt!
Alright, strap in for Blacktail, a game that's as atmospheric as it is mysterious. This one's for those who love a story that's dark, emotional, and totally immersive. Think folklore meets modern indie magic. Blacktail is set in a world where myth and reality collide, following a protagonist who embarks on a journey filled with eerie legends and supernatural encounters. The game's narrative is deeply woven into its world, where every whispered secret and shadowy figure adds layers to the unfolding tale. It's like wandering through a modern fairy tale that's darker than your typical bedtime story. Mechanically, Blacktail combines exploration with puzzle solving, creating an environment that's as enigmatic as it is captivating. You navigate lush, hand-painted landscapes and interact with characters whose stories reveal the rich tapestry of the world. Every moment feels intentional, drawing you further into a narrative that's both haunting and beautiful. In a nutshell, Blacktail is a game that dares you to look beyond the surface. Its story is a slow burn, building up suspense and emotion until you're completely hooked. It's the kind of game that challenges you to question reality while immersing you in a world where every detail matters. Alright, moving on to something a bit different. Spiritfarer. If you're in the mood for a game that's as heartwarming as it is bittersweet, then this one's gonna hit you right in the feels. It's like a love letter to life and the art of saying goodbye. Spiritfarer puts you in the shoes of Stella, the ferry master for souls, who must guide the departed to the afterlife. The game blends management sim elements with an emotional narrative that's both touching and reflective. Every task, from building your boat to interacting with quirky spirits, feels meaningful. The art style is gorgeous, a hand-drawn, dreamlike aesthetic that makes every scene feel like a moving painting. The mechanics are engaging, yet soothing. You'll spend your time cooking, farming, and building relationships with the souls you help, all while unraveling their backstories and personal tragedies. It's a game that makes you slow down and appreciate the little moments, blending resource management with deep, introspective storytelling. Imagine a journey that's part Stardew Valley, part heartfelt indie drama. It's exactly that. Ultimately, Spiritfarer is a journey about loss, love, and the beauty of letting go. It's a game that will make you laugh, cry, and maybe even hug your controller. If you're looking for an experience that's both relaxing and emotionally stirring, this title is pure gold.
You said just me, I was a ping pong girl.
Next on the list is Someday You'll Return, a title that's as introspective as it is eerie. This game dives deep into themes of nostalgia, regret, and the bittersweet passage of time. Perfect for those late-night gaming sessions when you just want to feel something real. Someday You'll Return is a narrative adventure that takes you through the haunting memories of a small town, where the past and present collide in unexpected ways. The story is rich with symbolism and poetic dialogue, inviting you to piece together a puzzle that's as much about personal loss as it is about a mystery waiting to be solved. It's like wandering through the corridors of your own memories, with each step uncovering a forgotten story. The gameplay emphasizes exploration and choice, letting you interact with an array of quirky characters and environments that are steeped in atmosphere. The mechanics are straightforward but deeply immersive, pulling you into a world where every decision feels weighty. It's a game that challenges you to reflect on life, much like reading a moving novel that you just can't put down. Overall, Someday You'll Return is a haunting yet beautiful experience that lingers long after you finished playing. It's a testament to how video games can capture the raw emotions of life, making it a must-play for anyone who's ever felt the pull of bittersweet memories. Alright, time to get into one of the most innovative mystery games ever made, Return of the Obra Dinn. This one's a detective story like no other, where every clue, every detail, and every decision matters. If you love puzzles and intricate storytelling, you're gonna be hooked. Tasked with uncovering the fate of the crew of the Obra Dinn, a merchant ship that returned adrift with no one alive. The game's unique visual style, black and white with a hint of color, sets it apart immediately, giving it a timeless, almost dreamlike quality. Every moment feels meticulously crafted, as you piece together what happened using logic and observation. The gameplay is a masterclass in deduction. You wander through detailed ship decks, gather clues, and use a magical timepiece to witness moments frozen in time. It's like playing a real-life detective novel, where every voice clip and every detail in the environment is a piece of the puzzle. The narrative unfolds gradually, rewarding careful observation and attention to detail, which makes every solved mystery feel like a personal triumph. In essence, Return of the Obra Dinn is a beautifully executed puzzle adventure that challenges your mind and rewards your curiosity. Its innovative mechanics and engrossing story make it a standout title that will keep you guessing until the very end. It's like a cinematic mystery that you control, an absolute must for fans of detective games.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
Before we hit the final game, guys, if you're digging this deep dive into underrated story-driven gems, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more awesome content. Drop a comment if you've played any of these or if you have your own secret gem to share. Now let's wrap this epic journey up with our #1 game. All right, let's talk about Firewatch, a game that proves you don't need action-packed gameplay to deliver an unforgettable experience. The gameplay is minimalistic, mostly walking, exploring, and choosing dialogue options, but that's exactly what makes Firewatch so powerful. The way the game builds tension and mystery keeps you hooked, making every decision feel personal. By the time the credits roll, you'll be left with a mix of emotions, questioning your own choices and the relationships you build along the way. It's a masterpiece of storytelling, and if you haven't played it yet, do yourself a favor and dive in.